Hey, welcome, my name is Oli and today we will check this, the Asus Keris Aimpoint wireless gaming mouse. It's an ergo mouse and an improvement over the first Keris wireless mouse from Asus. We will do a quick unboxing and take a closer look to this mouse, which offers a lot of interesting features. So let's get started with the unboxing. The mouse I ordered is in the color Moonlight White, but it's also available in black. It has a very interesting and comfortable ergo shape, which we will analyze later. Also in the box you will find the cable with the dongle and USB adapter in the color grey. The adapter has a clamp to attach it to your mousepad so that it stays on a fixed position on your desk. That's a cool feature I didn't see before. Also in the box you will find additional PTFE skates, some nice looking grips with a good texture, 2 additional home run switches because the mouse has hot swappable switches for the left and right click. You have the possibilities to change them. Out of the box you have the ROG micro switches in the mouse. We will also check this later. And for the rest you will find the usual manual and some stickers. Let's take a look now on the specs. The mouse offers some impressive stuff. It has a so-called ROG Aimpoint optical sensor with 36,000 DPI. This sensor can record movement up to 650 IPS and with an acceleration up to 50 G. That's insane. Also the mouse has a wired and Bluetooth connection mode. The battery life is also insane with 119 hours of use. I can confirm it, I have used the mouse around 50 hours without RGB and I still have 60% of battery left. In Bluetooth mode it's over 150 hours. All the main settings can be optimized in the Asus Software Armory Crate, which is Asus ecosystem software to control all Asus hardware and peripheral, like IQ from Corsair or Dragon Center from MSI. Even if I'm not a big fan of those big central software, I must admit that Armory Crate is probably the best of these 3 programs. You can find your way easy in the mouse settings window and you can change the main settings without getting lost in it. Other cool features is the material of the clicks. Those are PBT clicks which feel awesome and durable. The PTFE skates out of the box are okay. The only downside of the mouse is the weight. In order to have all the specifications, the mouse weight is 75 grams, 73 grams on my copy, but the mouse is well balanced. Let's check now how to change the switches and how they feel. Everything is explained in the manual, so to change the switches is very easy. You only need to remove these 2 rubbers on the bottom of the mouse, then remove the 2 screws and pop out the top shell and the clicks like this. The mouse has a push-fit switches socket that is compatible with 3-pin mechanical switches and 5-pin optical switches. So now just pull out the ROG micro switches and put the home run switches in the socket. Replace the clicks and shell, screw and the rubber and it's done. Very easy and again a great feature from Asus. Let's do now a sound and quality check. The click sounds and feels great. I prefer the feeling of the ROG micro switches. There is almost no pause or pre-travel, at least not so noticeable. However, on the side button I can feel some pre-travel, but nothing to be concerned. The whole shell feels solid, no flex, only the scroll wheel rattle a bit when I heavily shake the mouse. But all in all the quality is good. And finally let's check the shape of the Keris Aimpoint in gaming. As mentioned before, we have an ergo shape. The mouse is more in the small size categories, with only 190mm in length. It's between the X-Lite V2 Mini and V2 Medium. Shape-wise, it's more like a desk header, so if you like the shape of the Razer desk header but it feels too long because you have small hands, then the shape of the Keris Aimpoint is a good alternative. But consider that this small mouse weight is 75 grams, which is maybe for some of you too much for this size. I personally can feel the difference, especially when I use a long time the X-Lite V2 Mini, then I switch to the Asus Keris. But after a while I get used to the higher weight. But in a competitive environment you can feel maybe disadvantage. A point that impressed me was the grip that comes with. They are thin and feels awesome. I even prefer those grips compared to the skin from Final Mouse. The texture and smoothness on this thin layer are awesome. The PTFE skates are okay but definitely not the best at white. But the Keris Aimpoint remained a great mouse, which is rare coming from a great company like Asus, which main activities is to develop PCs and PC parts. So, to sum up, for my first mouse review this year, we started with a surprise. I was interested in this mouse due to the high DPI, but at the end, what impressed me the most are the cool features and the solid quality and awesome ergo shape that make this mouse so great, and I pay only 110 euros for the Keris Aimpoint mouse. If only the weight was around 65 grams, this could have been a banger out of the box, but Asus revealed at the CES this year that they continue to improve their mouse and plan to release soon the Asus ARP Ace in collaboration with AimLab, which offers the same specs like the Keris Aimpoint, but now in a symmetrical shape and with a weight from only 54 grams. So maybe this can be the banger mouse which will make Asus a serious competitor in this FPS gaming mouse market. So that is for today. I hope you enjoyed this review. If so, please drop a like and don't forget to subscribe in order to not miss the next one, and if you want, follow me on Twitter. Thank you for watching, and as always, see you next time. Bye bye.